just explain to my brothers, peace and prosperity to all. You are what you eat, and people still miscomprehend when you say you are what you eat, what it basically means. But in the human system, 85% of your immune system is your digestive system. So everything you intake plays the most subtle part in every fiber of your being. H3O2 is something that we, as a melanated people, supposed to be using more to help ourselves grow better in all aspects. When I say H3O2, we're talking about the water fruits. Because today they process the water that we're drinking, putting all these fluorides and chlorine and all these different things, and it's affecting us because we are plasmic, electromagnetic beings. This means 85% of us is made up of water or plasma, the blood and everything, these living cells and organisms. So the water that we're drinking is not really that healthy for us. But nature or Neteru, the divine essence, already gave us water in our fruits to safeguard ourselves. The fruit does the work for us. It goes into the ground, take out all the minerals and vitamins that you need, and provide it for you in itself. One I want to talk about today is called watermelon.
The most important fruit. One of the most important fruits.
Unbeknown to us, and it's not a coincidence that we are melanated beings. How is it that this fruit is named watermelon? They say it's watermelon, but it's really watermelon because that water in that fruit was designed for this specific race of beings who we are here, melanated beings. It does everything for you. It goes into your whole system and helps the body rejuvenate cells. Not only just the cells in your body, but the cells in your brain. And the H3O, because oxygen is one of the most important aspects of our breathing, of course. The fruit does all the nutrition with the water getting into all the vitamins and minerals. Now you can combine this with different other elements, what the Egyptians call a mead, known today as medicine, and make it even more potent and more stronger and more effective. So you can take the watermelon, take off the green peel, and cut everything else. The seeds, you blend it with ginger, a little bit of cayenne pepper, honey, and a whole lemon, white lemon. Lemon is the only citrus that carries rhodium, and rhodium is an antioxidant. We know because we're breathing oxygen, our body oxidizes, that's why we have the smell. It's like it's rusted. So when you take your watermelon in with those components, it's a natural superfood for the whole entire body.
But it has to be watermelons with the black seeds, right?
Yes, the black seeds. Why? Because the white seed is GMO or genetically modified.
What about the brown seeds?
The brown seeds, same thing. It's only the black. Black is original in everything. Everything as it comes. Not saying you can't use it. If you don't have it, it still works. It's just not going to get the potency of what you're going to get. We also have another water fruit, cucumber. It's a vegetable. We have cantaloupe, and we have honeydew, and we have coconut water, which is electrolytes. All these are the water provided for us. When you drink the regular water, that's just to flush out the system. But if you notice, when you drink that water and you're moving, you notice you'll be urinating a lot. All that water comes through the body to do is to take off all the unnecessary particles so you can take in your H3O2 to continue being healthy.
Does I still be thirsty when I'm working out and I drink water?
Because it has no substance in that water. That is just a plain flush, and people don't know. When you want to clean your system out, you just drink an 8-ounce glass of that water in the night, and you wake up and you get a bowel movement. Because if you are healthy and active, you're supposed to have 2 to 3 bowel movements a day, every day. If you're not doing that, that means you gotta go and take a look and detox inside. It's natural. And facts again, if you don't want to believe me, look at a newborn baby, how many times they go off. As soon as they nurse, brrr, it's out. As soon as the brrr, it's got to go. And same thing, when I get up every rising, first thing I do is the bathroom. Take a shower, I go to work, lunchtime, I drink my melanated drink, boom, I go on again, and on my way home, I have to run to my house sometimes, leave my car on park, because as soon as I reach home, my mind already sent a message to the brain, we need to get rid of this and put in new substance in the body. And all this was provided by Neteru or nature or nurture for us. So this is the thing that we have to do with ourselves. We are in tune, we are electromagnetic, and once we do that, everything else comes in place. The body now, you can formulate the body by doing the calisthenics and everything to how you want the pristine purity. And me at the age of 60, What you guys doing now? You guys gonna be 85 and looking like me at 60 because I started late. I started in my late 40s.
You started at 40.
Yes.
So how old are you now?
I'm 60.
60 years old.
Yes.
He
60.
started at 40.
Started at 40.
Yo, that's deep.
I started at 40.
So there's no.
What made you start?
Well, first of all, I was mad out of shape. I was 163 with a gut all the way out here. Could hardly breathe, and I knew somehow inside of my being something wasn't right. And I guess this brother from Panama, he said, yo man, come get your weight up. Like, what is that? I couldn't even do 10 pull-ups. And he just keep pushing me like, oh, you had this guy here? And I just stuck with it. And the more I got into it, the more I became interested in knowing about my health and well-being with doing this. Because again, the first organ formed in the human body is the heart. So that's the oldest muscle in the body. And after you cross the age of 36, that muscle now needs maintenance. It's like a car, you need to change the oil and change the filter. So you have to start to do the calisthenics to keep the heart healthy. Because all sicknesses mostly start with the heart having problems. Then everything else starts to break down the body. And it starts to go into something called dis-ease, which later becomes a disease. The word dis-ease, disease. You see? When the body goes into dis-ease, whichever part of the body is the weakest, it takes on an accident and it becomes a disease from the dis-ease. Deep. So now we know in order for our body not to be in dis-ease, if we intake the right foods, we're not gonna get sick. We don't have to see no doctor because we're our own doctors. How we own doctors? Because we know what we are intaking. Despite all the garbage that they're putting out there to keep us saturated from our true electromagnetic self. Once we do this, we are alright. We don't have to worry about all the chemtrails and all that, don't mean nothing. We have all the substance on the earth to eat right here. Then we have the ashwagandha, then we have the spirulina, then we have the sarsaparilla, then we have the selenium, we have the zinc and the magnesium. We have all these minerals right in our plants, right at our doorstep, bro. And that's all we need to keep us where we are, in pristine shape, because we wasn't meant to be aging like that. It's the processed foods and things that we eat cause us to age this way. Our body has certain cells that helps it rejuvenate, and it has a membrane from the mitochondria that we always created from that makes the melanin release something called neuromelanin, which helps the body grow. And when you do the calisthenics, it releases testosterone. Now the reason today why you see a lot of our young brothers are getting sick and having the stomach and mantis and guys having butt, what they're doing right now with the food process is they're sending a lot of estrogen in the food. So estrogen was really designed for the female to bring out her voluptuousness so that the man could be like, all right, you know, that's what estrogen was for. But now what they're doing, they're putting estrogen in the foods, in almost everything, all the cookies on the shelf, all the drinks, most of them is estrogen. So what happened now? Our hormones starting to change. You see all these guys and them having this extra tendency that they call homosexuality is because the genomes in the body is changing by way of this thing. This is estrogen. It has a minimum you're supposed to intake, and once you go over that, the body's gonna go into dis-ease. And the dis-ease is not only in the physical, but it affects the neurological part of you, because remember, you are an electromagnetic being, which means you have frequencies. So once you start to do these things and you observe what it is you're doing, then you change it and you do these. So I expect next 20 years from now, when I see you brothers, I will be proud and honored to be in your presence and company, because I know it's because of your inspiration and brothers and the way that I was at 40, got into what I do now to still continue to share that heritage.
Let's go.
So love and gratitude to my brothers. Thank you. Prosperity
Yes.
for you all, King. So
Yes.
this is us.
What is your name, King? And do you have a place
They
that
call me Sabatil. No, I don't have a page. They call me Sabatil, which is the Egyptian name, or people know me as Rick in the Park from the Virgin Islands.
Wingate Park, guys.
Wingate Park. Wingate, my home.
You can
My
only,
home.
find it in Wingate
You
Park.
only find OGs
Our
like
home.
this at
Our
Wingate.
home.
Yes,
Our
yes.
home.
So,
And next week Sunday, it's the family day here in the park. So we're gonna be here and we're gonna have some more to discuss.
make sure you guys come through next week Sunday as well. And guys, all the knowledge that was dropped in this video today, just do your research. If you
That's
don't believe
right.
it, check it out. But you'll find that a lot of what he's saying is facts. And if you want, this will of course change your body, change your mind, change your spirit, change your soul. Especially if you stay consistent and find your purpose. It won't nothing else can affect you from
No,
stopping.
you can't.
You know what I mean?
Because you're totally in tune. You're totally balanced. You see, it's all about balance. And once you have balance, you have everything. It's not hard. They try to make you believe like it's so much you have to go into. No, you don't have to go in because nature is natural. Look at the trees. They don't do any extra thing that you see.
Nope.
And we are part of that. We are part of that. That tree's alive because of me. And you are alive because of the tree. For the simple fact, by something called mycelium network, they communicate with each other underground. You can't see it. And so should we.
All the mushrooms and things.
Because listen to this. If that tree dies, you die. Why is that? Because we give the tree carbon dioxide and the tree gives us oxygen. So if the tree dies, you die. So we are opposite of each other. So that alone in itself to tell you it's balance. So we're grateful for all the trees and for us giving back and getting as the same. It's a whole network of oneness. Last thing I want to tell you, brothers, every time you get some time off, I want you to take off them socks, beloved brother. I want you to walk out into the grass out there. Take off your shoes and walk on the earth. Because the earth carries electromagnetic field energy that is conducive and designed for your well-being. Stand up and plant your foot in the dirt like this. Plant it and receive it. Send it out in the mind. Send it out and receive what you are, because you come from the earth, right?
Yes, King.
The earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof, and them that dwell therein. Use the fullness of the Most High in this form. This is the Most High in this form. This is the Most High in this form. That's the Most High in this form. This is the Most High in this form right now, manifesting this. But the earth that we live on, which is the field that we came from, is what we gotta tap back into the source. So stand up for a couple minutes and just intake. Close your eyes or open whatever and take it in. And feel the electromagnetic energy of the earth.
Feel it.
Your being.
Yeah.
Feel it. Because it's live. It's you. All you're doing is tapping into your true self.
Let's go.
Alright? Ashe.
Peace
Peace to my brother.
Yo, man, love, bro. Thank you.
Abundance. Abundance.
Alright? Ashe, my brother. Peace and respect.
Yo, mad love and respect, guys. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next videos. And subscribe to my brother's page. Of course, man. Don't forget to tell him to subscribe to my page.
Of course, man. Subscribe to Bro Against Big. And of course, guys. And guys, bro, you see all the nutrients he was mentioning. We have those. We have those in DoThesGames.com.
Yes.
You know, he mentioned it. He told you all the importance of those nutrients.
And we have all of those
them.
ingredients
So
on DoThesGains.com.
hit the link in the description. Get yourself these proper nutrients, man.
And if you want to look like this,
You know what I'm saying?
definitely got to go to FindSomethingSeries.com.
man. You feel me? Get your merch so you can look good, man. Feel me? Let's get find something in the description to hit the link.
We
Man.
want y'all looking good out here, man. And not only looking good, but feeling good as well. We're giving y'all the whole package. We could go and we could have done that sponsorship with all these fake people telling us to take all these things and blah, 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 guys. But that's lying. So why not give you guys the real? The plants is already here. So do these.